The Milwaukee Bucks, 50.5 is their number. This is another one I truly don't know what to do. I would love to hear your take before we go.
Yeah. I want to lean over because the ceiling for this team is like a 60-win team. Like that's out there. They could do that. Will they do that? Probably. Like that's out there. There's a world where a team with Damian Lillard and Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo and Brook Lopez can do that. I like what they did on the margins. Gary Trent Jr. is like insane value.
Yeah, to me that is an upgrade on Malik Beasley for sure.
I agree because for two-way. Because everybody got kind of caught up in the 3-point shooting for Malik, but that's all he did. And he was a sieve on defense. My lean is over, but I'm terrified of it. I mean, they were 17-19 under Doc, famously 30-13 under Adrian Griffin before they fired him. Healthy Brook Lopez, got a lot of Brook Lopez last year. Regular season had decent health. Obviously, Chris was kind of still working his way back for a lot of the year. I like DeLon Wright as a backup guard. Good job. I think that's an upgrade over Patrick Beverley, at least in the regular season it is. I lean over because I think the ceiling is higher than the floor, but there's certainly a world where this is a 47-win team.
I think that I am generally on board with that. It felt like it took Lillard just like a little bit of time to kind of feel it out, right? Just like get things together. Honestly, I don't know if there was ever a point last season where I felt like his chemistry with Giannis was right.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? I don't know if they ever got to that stage of it. And it's very possible that they do just get to that stage of it at some point, right? I think there is a case where they just end up in a spot where, Damian Lillard and Giannis are now the most devastating tandem in ball screens in the NBA. Now, the real question here is do we have any faith in Doc at this point? This is a regular season question. We definitely don't have faith in him in the playoffs.
Definitely not in the playoffs.
For the regular season.
I mean, we've seen them get it done to a 50-win pace in the regular season not too long ago. But again, I do wonder, the reason it's a lean over is while I think there's a 60-win team in here, do I trust Doc to bring it out of them? Probably not. So does that, if we're talking about lowering the ceiling, that's why you go away from it. Is I think this is 47-54 is my dispersion here, which makes me lean over, but not by a lot. 51's your mid-range there. Lean over out of respect for what these guys are capable of, but understand that it's also if they make a move, it's to get better. I don't think there's a clear one out there, but can you get something better than Bobby Portis somehow? Pat Connaughton, those are obviously the names that have been floated around forever since last year. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at.
I think I lean over here as well. 50 is just not a very high number given the talent here. The concern would be Chris Middleton, I believe again, coming off of surgery.
Yeah.
Giannis
coming
off of an Olympic year. Brook Lopez continuing to get older, but Brook Lopez in a contract year. I just think they're deeper. They have more bodies to throw at problems, right? DeLon Wright and Taurean Prince are real NBA players, at least. Maybe a question on DeLon on that still, given DeLon's age. But Taurean Prince last year at least made threes. And if he was not starting for the Lakers fans would have been happier. AJ Green might be a thing. I'm just saying that. AJ Green was pretty good last year. And if you told me he's a real floor spacer and sniper for them is an eighth man, I think I would buy that. And then Gary Trent, like you said, like that's actually a really big upgrade. Like I'm not saying Gary Trent is like a monster defender at all.
No.
He's not, but the upgrade on Malik Beasley defensively is pretty real for Gary Trent. I lean over. I agree with you that it's a stay away, but I think that look, like Doc won 54 and 51 games the last 2 years he was in Philly, right? Like I think he can do it in the regular season.
Solid regular season coach. I think it lowers the ceiling because I don't think there's a six. I don't know if he's the guy to bring a 60-win team out, but
yeah,
he certainly can get you over this number.